Hey YouTube, got another tutorial, this time on my new toy, 2006 LTR 450. I just got it. Noticed that my mechanical seal on my water pump was going bad, and looked and looked and looked, and when I can't find a video, I make one to help everybody else out, like my mirrors. So pretty much what you're gonna have to do is order a mechanical seal. There's an oil seal also. Just depends on what you want to change. It's probably best to change everything while you're in there. This is your stock impeller. I went ahead and ordered a billet impeller from Pro Design, around 50 bucks. Anyway, so you got your clutch case. It sits on here. It's about 16 bolts. Once you get all that removed, you always have the one that causes you trouble, which on this one was my oil line that sits here and kind of impedes you from taking it off and getting over the frame right there. Had to use a screw extractor because the Allen bolt stripped on it. It was on there so tight. So once you get that off, on the back, you're going to have a pin, the gear that you're going to have to pull off. And once you get that off, your impeller is just going to slide off. And you have this whole plate here that removes from the clutch case. I've already pressed my old one out. That's where we had trouble figuring this part out. But we stuck a screwdriver in there, and this whole piece actually presses out. Because in there sits your oil seal, and this presses back in. I used my vise to press it back in there. So once you get that on the inside of the impeller, there's another seal that fits in there, part of the mechanical seal, and that'll slide right back in. And on the new one, you got a retaining clip there to hold it in, whereas the stock one did not have that. And then you just throw your gear back on there, and there's another retaining clip on the end of that. I mean, as you can tell from this stock one, it's kind of cheap and looks pretty beat up to me. There's no retaining clip on the inside of the pin. So pretty much what I had to do to get the clutch case off was remove my header. Got it right here. The old Yoshi stainless RS5 system. Just pulled the header off. Had to remove my brake pedal. Luckily I didn't have to take my Nerf bars off for me. Just remove the coolant lines, drain the coolant. Helps if you pull the radiator cap off. Gets it flowing out of there pretty nice. So once that happens, you just do the reverse and put it back together. So I'll start doing that and show you the steps back. Alright, so the next step I got done was putting the plate, water pump plate, back on the clutch case. You get it through there and on the inside. You got your gear back on. That's where the pin fits, right there. And then you got your retaining clip to hold this gear on. So if you notice it starting to leak, this is the bottom side of the water pump. There's the weep hole. The mechanical seal will go bad, or the oil seal will go bad. let fluid leak through there, and you'll notice it dripping on the floor, or when you're out riding you'll get some on the frame, and that's where that's coming from, most likely. This one part I don't remember if I mentioned, you're gonna have to drain your oil, so oil change. Or there's a method I heard about where you can take this side and tip it up, keep the oil in the case, but sounds like a lot of work to me. Next step, get the gasket on here and get it back on. Alright, now I got the clutch case cover back on. Oil filters back in. Got it nice and sealed. Make sure I clean all this crap off of it before I install the water pump housing again. Just need to put the actual clutch cover back on and get to you back after this. Alright, got everything put back together now. Brake pedal, brake light, sensor there, the headers put back on, water pump, coolant line, oil line, and for my damaged Allen bolt, I just went to Menards. They had a fit for it, so got that back on. So pretty easy, I guess, overall. It took, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours maybe. Separated over a couple days. So just getting ready to fill the radiator back up to coolant. I'm going with engine ice, high performance coolant. Comes in half-gallon jugs. Mine was about, or was, $22.95. So right around that, give or take. Non-toxic, biodegradable, all that good stuff. So I'll get it filled up, get the oil back in it, and start it up. Alright, so got everything back together. Got the fluids back in, oil changed, all that good stuff. So started up here, see how good of a mechanic I am. Hopefully I did alright. Alright. So it appears I did alright. Smoke coming off the headers, but I'll let it run for a few minutes and make sure none of my gaskets or seals are leaking or anything.